You may or may not know that the person who records these videos and stands behind the camera is Tom Sweda, who's our facilities manager and does a great job along with the rest of our sexton team and our wonderful building and ground volunteers, taking such good care of our building and our grounds here at BBC. And I was joking with him before he turned the camera on that really he should be doing today's devotion, because I titled this day, Difficulties with Repairs to the Temple, because in 2 Kings chapter 12, we hear about the need for the repairs of the temple and how they're going to fund and take care of it. And the verse for the day is verse 5, which says, "Let the priests receive from each of the donors, and let them repair the house wherever any need of repairs is discovered." It just seems like a very appropriate chapter to touch on in this month now of coming up of October, because in October this will be the 20th anniversary of our moving into our expanded facilities. For those of you who may be newer to our church, that may not mean a whole lot to you, but to me and to those of us who went through that amazing process of fundraising and prayer and visioning and construction and transitioning from our smaller building into a much larger facility, that's something that will always be very significant in my life, and I think in our lives for those of us who went through it. And here we are now almost 20 years later, and in October we're going to be replacing the roof of that newer part of our building. We're going to be doing our repairs, much like they talk about the need to do repairs to the temple in 2 Kings chapter 12. Now, I can tell you there's one significant difference between what you read in 2 Kings 12 and what happens at BBC. And that's because if you read in that chapter, people gave very generously, which is something that you hear repeatedly. We are going to hear it also in Chronicles, and that people gave generously. But here, they didn't end up exactly using the money totally the way it's intended. They end up paying some of the workers. They don't make all the things for the temple that they need. And I'm very happy to tell you that we try to use our funds very appropriately. And we've been blessed by people's generosity, and that we're able to take such good care of our building and grounds. We're able to do such a significant project like replacing our roof. Thanks to you and people like you. Who give generously and freely and sacrificially so that BBC can continue to be a launching pad for ministry, both locally, regionally, and around the world. Thank you for your generous support.